It's always hilarious to me to hear developers talking about realism, especially in games with very unrealistic storylines and elements and environments. And now a Starfield dev is revealing Gore was removed from the game because it didn't add to the style, which is just so bizarre. So it says, what if Starfield had went the route of Fallout and included exploding bodies and gore in its action? Well, it wouldn't fit, and this ex-dev explains why, which is so cap, it's crazy. Anything can work if you want it to work. When you're talking about developers, right, they are supposed to be creative masterminds. They are supposed to be figuring out cool storylines with twists and turns and heartfelt moments and heartbreaking moments. You have environmental designers who are trying to create these larger than life atmospheres and environments and buildings and vehicles, but developers are lazy nowadays and they don't really know how to create anything that is truly unique and inspirational. And now we have them complaining that, oh, Gore wouldn't have fit, but we're talking about planets you land on, robots, alien species, but oh, we draw the line at blood and guts and gore. So when Starfield came out in September 2023, Bethesda promised a big spacefaring adventure with endless exploration, but one feature, which was a Bethesda staple, was noticeably missing. Unlike Bethesda's previous titles, such as Fallout, Starfield does not feature detailed gore or dismemberment, which was something that bothered me at release. It just seemed kind of out of place that there's really no blood, and in a game where, again, you're shooting at people and there's violence, you can't have those elements. But according to a former senior character artist, the decision to omit gore wasn't just about technical challenges, but also thematic coherence. It was part of the design decision that shaped Starfield into a more grounded, lo-fi experience. Again, alien species, robots, faster than light travel. Oh, but gore isn't really something that fits into our game. It's so sad that we have developers who are willing to tone down their experiences in the name of realism. I'm sorry, I'm not looking for realism when I'm playing a title like this. I'm not looking for realism when I'm playing Skyrim with dragons. I'm not expecting realism from a studio like Bethesda that is known for having elements like dismemberment and like gore. It is a game rated for adults, mature audiences. Therefore, we should be able to see content that is made for mature audiences, but they just do not care about giving us what we want. And I mean, Starfield really fell off. Starfield is a game that at release did really good. And as far as we know, the Game Pass player counts were also really great. Xbox has never disclosed those or anything, but they came out with a DLC not even that long ago, and basically nobody showed up to play it. So 16 months ago at release, 330,723 players, which is really great, again, considering that this was a Game Pass day one release. But as of right now, there's 5,235 players in game, and sure, when games come out, it's bound to dip in player counts, especially for single player experiences. People play it, they only come back when the DLC launches, but the DLC had launched just a few months ago, and well, it didn't bring enough players back. The highest it got to was 21,792 players. I never even went back to it because I was planning to, and then I loaded up the game again. I made sure it was updated. I found out that everything was missing. My cargo hold was missing. My outposts were not there anymore. There was no inventories of any kind. And then I said to myself, I don't want to replay this right now. I don't want to rush to get to the end of the game again in order to hopefully get my items back and be prepared for this DLC. It completely ruined the experience for me. And I know that so many other people have faced bugs and glitches too. It is a Bethesda game. And Bethesda is known for being notoriously lazy when it comes to the development process. And I do think that they still can create amazing experiences, but they do rely heavily on modders. And sure, there are mods out there that give you dismemberment and gore, but I shouldn't have to download something like a mod in order to get a basic feature, right? Where I can just see blood and guts and gore. But they decided apparently to remove it after they had begun developing it from the game because it didn't add to the style and it was not realistic, which is complete and utter BS. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.